Hello everybody, SignNinja4444 here bringing you another review. And actually I've been pretty busy with my reviews and videos lately, uploading like several a day. And today I'm going to be reviewing the 2004 Titan, Krekka. So yeah, and my mom made me throw the box away, which proves again she knows nothing about Bionicle whatsoever. But I still have the instruction manual, so let's review it. Actually, it's quite a thick instruction manual, and large too. I've got to compare it with one of the 2005 instruction manuals, Sidorak's instruction manual. See, it's just as wide, but it's like a third. But Krekka's is like a third taller. Just let me put this instruction manual over. Alright, so yeah. Anyway, here on the instruction manual you have Krekka like running, disc launcher up and ready to fire. And you have Metro Nui in the background, the Coliseum right there. You have buildings all around you. You have Bionicle, www.bionicle.com. 8623 Krekka Lego logo. So yeah. Open it up. You have the glow-in-the-dark Kanoka disc. How to fire the disc launcher. Krekka firing his Kanoka disc. How to turn his head and chest plate even though he has ball joint. And how to flip up his Kanoka disc launcher. So anyway, bag 1 builds the torso. Actually, this is the first year in Bionicle where an instruction manual doesn't have like 3D instructions. Alright, now you build the head. Now, bag 3 builds the legs. And notice all on the instruction manuals you have Metro Nui in the background and the Coliseum right there. Alright, and bag 4 builds the arms. Alright, then you add on the weapons and these 2 Metro feet, and there you have Krekka. Now you have an ad for the other 2004 Titans. You have the Diki, and you have Nivok with Taraga Duma right there, which is actually Pterodactyl in disguise. And you have an ad for Ultimate Duma, which is actually this is actually Pterodactyl after he absorbed Krekka, Diki, and Nivok. Strangely, in the movie, he looks exactly like his former self, only he has wings. So, I mean, couldn't they just release a new Pterodactyl, same design, only with wings? Alright, so, yeah, now you get started building this. And notice you'll need all the instruction manuals to build him. You can't just use one. It'll only give you part of the instructions. Then you build a hand. Then the wing. Then the other wing. Alright. Now that I think that's the complete Ultimate Duma set. Now, yeah. And yeah. Also, I did hear that if you can buy the Ultimate Duma just as one set, and it comes with enough pieces to build the other 3 Titans separately, or Ultimate Duma. Plus, I heard it also comes with a limited edition new design of the Kanoka Code. But anyway, back to the review. You have Bionicle, www.bionicle.com, right there, although you can't see it. Then you have Metro Nui, and you have an ad for the Vaki. You have Bordak, the blue Vaki, Nulrak, the red Vaki, Vorzak, the green Vaki, Zadak, the brown Vaki, Rozak, the black Vaki, and Kirak, the white Vaki. And notice, I get Vaki names are some of the hardest names for me to memorize. I know some of them without, of course there's names right here. I didn't know Bordak because I like him the best, although they're basically the same design. And occasionally Zadak and Nulrak. But however, Vaki names are just really hard to memorize. Basically, any Bionicle name that ends with the suffix "rak" is hard for me to memorize. Anyway, turn the page. You have like an ad for Metro Nui, and you have ooh, I never noticed this before. You have a special Kanoka Code that is 285. I will repeat it, 285. It's probably worthless on Bionicle.com now though, but try and enter it just for the heck of it. Anyway, here you have an ad for Legends of Metro Nui, right there. Tragaduma's mask, Vaki, and you have Vakama right there. Right here you have Nadigi just popping out of a pile of masks to attack Lee Khan, Nuju looking through a telescope, and Lee Khan standing over the horizon with a toe stone. Turn the page, an ad for Legoland, win something which is probably over by now. On the back, you have an ad for Legends of Metro Nui again. You have Krekka and Nadigi right there. Krekka in battle. And you have Vaki right there. More Vaki. www.bioniclemovies.com. Lego logo. I may actually check out that website. And right here you have like a little copyright thing. Copyright 2004, the Lego Group. But YouTube could care less of if I upload this or not. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, we spent like 8 minutes with the instruction manual. Now let's move on to Krekka himself. And first thing I want to get to is the Kanoka disc. And it's a Metro disc. And here's the code. The camera probably isn't going to hold it away from you like that. Anyway, the code is 338. I will repeat it. 338. 338. So, yeah. And it is glow in the dark. And I'm not going to bother to make it glow in the dark right now. And strangely, he's blue and white. But instead of having a Gametru or a Kometru disc to match his color scheme, he has a Metro disc. And also, the writing on the codes on the Kanoka discs aren't in Bionicle writing, they're in English. And obviously the disc goes in nicely right there. And to flip up the thing, you just push this bow rock lever down, which flips it up. You may have to bend his head slightly to the side though to get it to go up perfectly. Yeah, like that. Alright, so yeah, like that. And notice this piece right here is also going to be used with Kitongu. Check out my Kitongu review, it's uploading right now. And now with the arms, legs, you have posability, you have bendable limbs. Actually in 2003 was in fact the first ever had the first ever Bionicles with bendable limbs, which are the Rockshi. However, only the legs were bendable with the Rockshi. 2004 was the first ever Bionicle year where a Bionicle had all 4 limbs bendable. Well, with Krekka, only his legs are bendable. His arms is all one piece. There's no posability in the arms. But still, it's pretty cool. Right here you have the weapon that belongs to the green Baki, which is Vorzak, I think. Yeah, Vorzak. Then you have this weapon that belongs to the black Rockshi. I think it's like Tatarak, I think. Yeah, Tatarak. That's the name of the black Rockshi. Please correct me in the comments if it's not the black Rockshi. And this little piece right here, this turns the chest. You may have to bend the head a little bit upward to do it, but this makes the chest plate and the head move back and forth. Some people are complaining that he has a ball joint right here, so why is the need for that? But still, I really like the gear action. Also, one thing is that he's blind in one eye, however he still has 2 eyes. So they could have just put another one of these things right here and just not as the eyepiece. And he has this one tooth underbite right here. It moves a little bit. When I built the shadowed one, he had more posability in the tooth, but still. So yeah. Actually, when I got Krekka, he was a pre-used set. Probably the reason why my parents got me a pre-used one was because he was too expensive for a never before used one. A never before used one, I looked online, it was like $124 for a new one. Probably because he's so old and therefore popular. And the one thing that really bugged me about what the previous owner did was that he was completely covered in dust. I've since washed the dust off, but still. Anyway, I've washed the dust off, and the even more bad thing to it is that, due to the fact that, however, he didn't even disassemble them all the way. He basically he just took off the legs, took off the arms, and left the torso and the head in there and just packaged it up like that. And that basically ruined the building experience. I mean, that's what Lego and Bionicle is all about, is the building experience. I mean, that guy just basically ruined the building experience for me. It's pretty stupid. If I was ever selling a Bionicle, which I probably never will, I would make sure I disassemble the entire Bionicles to give the person a good building experience. So, yeah. Also, feet, huge feet actually, for a husky Dark Hunter. And he's quite powerful actually, according to storyline. However, he's actually a huge idiot. He's not smart, he's completely stupid. But however, yeah, he's not smart at all, but he is very powerful. The Diki, on the other hand, is not that powerful, but he is quite smart. Krekka, on the other hand, is powerful, but he's not that smart. If they ever go in battle, I believe that Krekka would win, because, I believe his sheer power will beat off Diki's brains. So, yeah. Maybe we should send in zombie George Washington and just eat Diki's so-called brains. And then Krekka would be the smartest Bionicle ever. Or smartest Dark Hunter, that is. Anyway, back to the review. You don't have pistons yet. That won't be until 2006 with the 2006 Titans. Anyway, and you have this like rubber Toametru handpiece. Sometimes it squeaks a little bit because of the rubber. Six Shot was wondering that, so I told him. And so yeah, and it's recolored in blue, which is pretty cool. It's also used for. It'll be eventually used for Brutaka, and he almost fell down there. I may actually get Brutaka for Christmas, but that's no guarantee. In fact, I probably won't end up getting him, but I just may. But anyway, back to the review once again. You have these dark blue Nuva shoulder armor, and you have silver telemetry feet there, and this is the Toa model and recolored in navy blue, and again you have a silver telemetry foot there, and the feet, I really like the feet because they don't use any foot pieces, so that's really creative of Lego to do. I mean, yes, you have feet on the legs for decoration, but you don't have any foot pieces in the feet alone, which is pretty creative of Lego to do. Alright, so now let's rate him. I rate him an 8 out of 10. He's a great set. You should definitely get him. Stickshot has Ndiki, but he doesn't have Krekka, and he absolutely says that Ndiki is horrible, and he thinks Krekka is good. So I don't know if he's ever going to get Krekka. One thing that actually influenced him with Krekka was when he was in my Sidorak Chronicles episodes, which were on my old account, since Stickshot is gone thanks to Bitch Doctor, I'm probably not going to upload any more Sidorak Chronicles. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, 8 out of 10 for Krekka. He's great. Definitely get him. And this is Slime Ninja 4444 signing off once again for you today.